Hello students, welcome to Tunga PU College, Jamkhandi online classes. First PUC chemistry subject. Okay. Already students we have started with fourth lesson chemical bonding and molecular structure. Is it? Let us continue with same lesson lecture second. In previous lesson we have just seen the introduction and Cosel's approach we have seen. Now student, let us understand covalent bond. Already first lecture we have covered covalent bond. How covalent bond is formed? Covalent bond is formed by sharing of electrons. Mutual sharing will be there. Now let us see the types of covalent bonds. See students, covalent bond, the bond which is formed by mutual sharing of electrons between two atoms. Now let us see which are the types of covalent bonds. Various types of covalent bond. So first is, now these types of covalent bonds are based on how many electron pairs are shared. We know that in covalent bond sharing will be there. If single electron pair is shared, single covalent bond. Two electron pairs are shared, double covalent bond. If three electron pairs are shared, then it is called as triple covalent bond. Let us see the different types along with examples. So I am writing first type, single covalent bond. Single covalent bond when only one pair of electrons is shared. It is shared between whom? Between atoms. When only one electron pair is shared, then it is called as single covalent bond. Let us take examples to it. I am showing here single example. Hydrogen, already you know that hydrogen has only one electron. To become stable, hydrogen shares one electron with other hydrogen atom. Like this, two hydrogen atoms will combine to form one H2 molecule which is stable. One electron pair is shared, so it is called as single covalent bond. Let us move towards double covalent bond. When two electron pairs are shared. Between the atoms, then it is called as double covalent bond. Sharing will be there, so covalent. Two electron pairs are shared, that's why double covalent bond. Let us take an example, student. Oxygen. Students, oxygen has how many electrons in outermost orbit? What is atomic number of oxygen? 8. Is it? 8 is atomic number. How many electrons are there in outermost orbit? Oxygen has, here, atomic number 8. First orbit 2 electrons and second orbit 6 electrons are there. So I will show like this. 6 electrons are there. See properly. Another oxygen also has 6 electrons. Now they are having 6 electrons in their outermost orbit. So how many extra electrons they need to become stable? Then answer is 2. To become stable means to complete octet. Octet means how many electrons should be there in outermost orbit? 8 electrons. Like this, oxygen has 6 valence electron. Valence electron meaning what, students? The electrons present in outermost orbit are called as valence electrons. Okay. Now they are having 6. They are in need of 2. How many they need, that many they will share. Understanding? They are having 6 valence electrons. They are in need of 2. So they will share 2. See here. This oxygen also shares, this oxygen also shares 2. 6 plus 2, 8. Octet completed. 6 plus 2, 8. Octet completed. Like this, both oxygen atoms will complete their octet. Fine? Okay. So, and which bond is formed? You can see very well that double bond is formed because 2 electron pairs are shared. Okay. Let us move towards third type. Triple covalent bond. Yes, students, you can tell very easily that when 3 electron pairs are shared, when 3 electron pairs are shared between the atoms, then that type of bond is called as triple covalent bond. Why covalent? Sharing is there. How many electron pairs are getting shared? 3. So it is called as triple covalent bond. Student, let us take very simple example of nitrogen gas. Here is nitrogen atom. Nitrogen, students, tell me how many valence electrons are there in nitrogen? I hope you remember. See here, nitrogen has atomic number 7. It is having 2 electrons in first orbit, 5 electrons in second orbit. Means in outermost orbit, how many electrons are there? 5. Okay. And that's why valence electrons are 5. Nitrogen has 5 valence electrons. So I must write 5 electrons surrounding nitrogen. But student, now you tell me, 5 nitrogen has, it is in need of how many? To complete octet, it is in need of 3. How many it needs, that many it will share. So it will share 3 electrons. Look here. I'll keep 3 electrons for sharing. I should show total 5. Understood? Another nitrogen is also there. Its 5 electrons I am showing like this. 3 electrons for sharing. Like this there exists triple covalent bond. Okay. Understood very well, students? So these were various type of covalent bonds. Okay. Single, double and triple. Actual again different types are there that we'll see in later part of this lesson. Okay. Students, now we are going to towards Lewis theory, rather Lewis approach. Lewis told his story by putting Lewis dot structures. So first you have to understand how to draw the dots. For example, here I am putting dots. You can see these are dots. Okay. So how many dots we should write? These dots are called as Lewis dot structures. Okay. So to understand that, let us see. So the topic I will tell now is here Lewis dot structures. Topic is Lewis dot structures. To understand this topic, we will make, okay, first I will write element, then we will write its atomic number, then we will write its electronic configuration, then we will write number of VE. Student, what is VE? VE means valence electrons. And finally we will write Lewis dot structure. Okay, students? Students, always whatever I am writing on the board, everything you should note down. Okay? Because wherever required, we are adding extra points, extra examples, simplified things will be given. Okay, still keep reading NCERT book also. Okay, yes students. 11th I will start with lithium. Okay, first rule for Lewis dot structures. How many dots will you put? Okay, so in your notebook write down the rule. How many dots you will put? Just now I have told you that you should put dots which are equal to number of valence electron. Number of valence electron means what, student? How many electrons are present in outermost orbit. That is called as valence electrons. So, see here students, number of Lewis dots are always equal to number of valence electrons. VE I am using for valence electrons. Number of dots always equal to number of valence electron. Valence electron means number of electrons present in outermost orbit. Let us see students. Lithium. Go on telling atomic number lithium 3. Electronic configuration 1s2, 2s1. This is outermost second orbit. So how many valence electron is there? 1. Understanding? 1s2, 2s1. 2 is second last orbit. In last orbit how many electrons are there? 1. So in Lewis dot structure for lithium I should put only single dot. Okay, let us move next. Lithium after comes which element students? Beryllium. Okay, at least we'll write up to neon. Students go on understanding. Beryllium 4, 1s2, 2s2, valence electrons 2. So for beryllium, I am putting 2 electrons, 2 dots. Okay. Next. 5. Outermost orbit is second orbit. In second orbit, how many electrons are there? 2 plus 1, 3. Valence electrons are 3. So for boron, I will write like this 3 dots. Okay students, always keep that dots away from each other. Okay. Once 4 will be over, then you can start sharing. Okay. Carbon 6. 1s2, 2s2, 2p2, 4. See the dots properly. I hope student the dots are very visible to you. Nitrogen 5 students. Now see how am I putting? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1 lone pair will happen. Like this, nitrogen. Oxygen. Six. Two electron pairs you should show. Fluorine, neon. Fluorine 1s2, 2s2, 2p5. Total electrons, valence electrons for fluorine 7 I should write. Lastly neon 8. Okay students, see to the Lewis dot structures properly. Okay. Now students will see some examples, because in exam question will be asked, draw Lewis dot structures of various molecules will be given. So let us students, let us write few Lewis dot structures for some molecules. Okay. Yes, friends. Let us draw some Lewis dot structures. Okay. First, let us draw for chlorine. Like this, friends, every year question will be asked. Draw Lewis dot structures. Okay. See here, let us start with chlorine. Now, student, for chlorine, how many dots will you put? Student, chlorine is halogen. Is it? Chlorine belongs to which group? 17 group. In third lesson you have seen just now. Previous lesson. All halogens have 7 electrons in their valence shell, outermost shell. Which are halogens? F, Cl, Br, I. Okay. All these halogens 7 electrons. So we should put how many dots? 7. Okay. So let us start with chlorine. See here, student. Chlorine, I should put 7 dots. Chlorine has 7 valence electron. It is in need of how many extra electron to become stable? 1. Is it? If it will have 1 extra, then it will complete its octet. How many it need to become stable, that many it will share. What hint I have told you, student? How many valence electrons are there? 7. Now it is in need of 1. How many it needs, that many it will share. So it will share 1. See here. One it will share. Okay. Now here I am putting one more chlorine. 6 I have shown. 1 it will give for sharing. Understood, students? Now see here. Like this you should draw electrons and then put circles. Okay. This is one chlorine atom. This is second chlorine atom. Now while drawing this, take care, students, whatever sharing takes place, you can see here sharing. Whatever sharing takes place, that takes place in the overlapped area. Two atoms will overlap on each other, and in this overlapped area, sharing will take place. So shared electron you must show in this overlapped region. Understanding? Okay. So chlorines, 6 plus 1, 7. 6 plus 1, 7. This is shared. Okay. So like this, both chlorine atoms have completed their octet. When you will show Lewis dot structure, take care, students. After writing the Lewis dot structure, every atom must complete its octet. Rule C. Okay. So what is rule I told you, students? In short, I will tell you the rule. Every atom should complete octet except hydrogen. Hydrogen should complete its duplet. Hydrogen should complete its duplet. Okay, students? Now, students, generally what is done? Total number of electrons, valence electrons, are calculated. Okay. For example, this chlorine is having 7 plus this chlorine 7, total 14, and you should draw 14 electrons. You can see very well 7 plus 7, 14 electrons has been shown. Okay. So like this, total electrons are calculated, and that 14 total electrons are distributed among the atoms. Okay. So first total number of valence electrons are calculated. among all the atoms. Total number of valence electrons are calculated and then they are distributed, okay, within the atoms. Okay. Anion has which charge, students? Negative charge. Is it? Students, already you know that anions has negative charge. Then negative charge is added to total electrons. Negative charge is added to total electrons. Fourth, cations has which charge, students? Positive charge. Is it? Cations have positive charge. Then positive charge is subtracted. Is subtracted from where? From total electrons. Positive charge indicates what, students? It indicates that how many electrons has been donated. So electron, if has been donated, given out, then we should subtract that many electrons. So that many electrons are subtracted from total. Okay. Generally, less electronegative atom is at the center. Who will be at the center, students? Less electronegative. Highly electronegative atom must be kept outside. Try to understand the meaning. If electronegative atoms are there, two electronegative atoms are there, group of atoms are there, in that two electronegative atoms are there, always keep less electronegative atom at the center and highly electronegative should be kept outside. Then which are highly electronegative and all is already covered in previous lesson. Okay, so generally students remember that halogens are highly electronegative. So if halogens are there, keep it outside. Okay, fluorine is the most electronegative atom. Oxygen, second most electronegative atom, if you remember. Okay, so all halogens, oxygen, keep outside. They will never come in the center. Okay. So these are few rules we have written in short. Finally understand how to draw the structures. Rules nobody will ask you. Based on rules you have to draw the structures. So structure drawing practice do. Draw the structures. Chlorine structure is over. And okay, one by one again we will move towards next water molecule. See students now, H2O, water molecule. Who will be in the center, student? Oxygen. Hydrogen won't be in the center because hydrogen is electropositive outside. Oxygen. Okay student, fast. Oxygen, how many valence electrons? 6. Oxygen atomic number 8. Valence electrons 6. Oxygen is in need of 2. So it will share 2. See here correctly. Oxygen 6 valence electrons I am showing like this. 4, 5, 6. Okay. Now, hydrogen 1. This side hydrogens 1. Okay students, Lewis dot structure say oxygen 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It has shared 2 because it is in need of 2. It shared 2 electron with 2 hydrogen atom and these are 1 electron of every hydrogen atom. Like this, here you can see, student, every hydrogen atom has completed its duplet, and only one oxygen is there. Oxygen has completed its octet. Understand correctly. Oxygen completed octet. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But hydrogen has completed its duplet. So oxygen below I am writing octet completed and hydrogen duplet. Okay, students. Let us move towards next structure, CCl4. CCl4. Student, who will be outside, who will be in? Which is central atom? Of course, carbon. All halogens always outside, I have told. Okay, let us draw the structure of CCl4. CCl4. I am drawing carbon. No. Carbon has how many valence electrons, students? 4. It is in need of 4. So it will share 4. How many it needs, that many it will share. Easy hint to remember. Carbon is having 4 valence electron. It is in need of 4. So it will share 4. With whom it will share 4? It will share 4 with 4 chlorine atoms. Let us see the structure. See here. Okay. Okay, student, understood structure? Carbons 4 it has shared. Every chlorine is sharing 1 electron. Like this. Tell me now, who has completed octet? All 5 atoms have completed their octet. Carbon also completed octet. All 4 chlorine also completed their octet. Student, take care that when Lewis dot structures are written, that time every atom must complete its octet. Don't draw anyhow structures. Is it possible or not? It's possible. Various structures are possible, but every atom must complete its octet. Okay? Except hydrogen. Hydrogen always complete its duplet. Let us move towards next structure, carbon dioxide. Student, who in the center? Of course, carbon, because oxygen, as I have told you already, all halogens are most electronegative. Oxygen is the second most electronegative element in the periodic table. So always halogens and oxygen should be outside, never at the center. So I am writing carbon, CS12. Carbon, as you know already, 4 valence electrons. It will share all 4 because it is in need of 4. Now, it will share its 4 electron with how many oxygens? With 2 oxygens. So rather than writing like this, I must show like this. Carbon's electrons I will show like this. Oxygen is having 6. Out of that it will share 2 because it is in need of 2. CS12. Carbon's 4, it shared 2 with this oxygen, 2 with another oxygen. Like this, carbon completed its octet, oxygen completed its octet, this oxygen also completed its octet. Okay, which bond is formed? Can you guess, student? Here you can see that 2 electron pairs are shared, and that's why double covalent bond is formed. Two double covalent bonds are formed. Here is one double covalent bond. We can draw the structure like this also. See here, carbon. Is it, student? See here properly. Here I am showing you how double covalent bond is formed. That two double covalent bonds are formed when carbon dioxide is formed. Okay, Lewis dot structure understood. Let us move towards Lewis dot structure of next molecule, students. Next molecule will say C2H4. C2H4 is alkene. Students, already you can guess before I draw the structure. C2H4, is it alkene? Alkene, how can you understand, student? CnH2n is the formula for alkenes. C2H4, it is double. Okay, so it is alkene. Now let us draw the structure for C2H4, students. Of course, who in the center? Two carbons in the center. Okay, two carbons. Every carbon is having 4 valence electron. It is a D of 4, so it will share 4. With hydrogen 1. See the structure now, students. Okay. See, student, here carbons 4 electrons, 1, 2, 3, 4. One is shared with this hydrogen, one is shared with this hydrogen. Okay, and this carbon has shared its 2 electrons with 2 hydrogens. Every carbon is sharing 2 electrons with 2 hydrogens and 2 electrons with another carbon. So you can see it very well. Okay, now see, octet completed or not? Just check this carbon, 4 plus 4, octet completed. It also completed. And every hydrogen is completing its duplet. Okay. So this is how you can show, or else simply you can show structure like, see here, students. In both ways you also draw, students. Okay, and here you can even show this double bond. So you know already, students, that alkene always have a double bond. Alkene means CnH2n. Alkene structure always has at least one double bond. Okay, so carbon-carbon double bond you can see here. Let us move towards next structure, N2. N2, nitrogen. See here, students. Nitrogen. Nitrogen has how many valence electrons? 5. It is in need of 3, so it will share 3. So 3 I am sharing here. See, 3 shared, 2 not shared, 3 shared, 2 not shared. Okay, so where sharing is taking place? In the overlapped area. Electrons are always shared in the overlapped area. Okay, so which bond will form, students? See here, you can also draw it like this. Triple covalent bond is formed. Yes, students. After nitrogen, let us see structure of C2H2. Of course, what is C2H2? C2H2 is alkyne. Alkyne, CnH2n minus 2 is alkyne. 2 CnH2n minus 2. 2 double 4. 4 minus 2, 2. So it is alkyne. So how to draw the structure for this C student? 2 carbons will be there. And every carbon is okay. Now let us see. 2 carbons. Every carbon 4 valence electron. It is in need of 4 extra. Every carbon has 4. It is in need of 4. So it will share also 4. See here, 1 it will share with hydrogen and 3 remaining 3 it will share with carbon. Now this carbon C student, it is also having 4 valence electron. 3 it will share with carbon and 1 it will share with hydrogen, and hydrogen's 1. Like this structure you can draw. Very easily you can show it like between 2 carbons you can show like this triple bond and then single bond. Okay student. So these were some of the important structures. Okay, let us move towards one of the again very important structure of ozone structure. Okay, ozone. Students, see this structure very properly. Ozone is one of the very important molecule. Understand what type of bond is present in ozone and generally how it is shown. Okay, see here ozone. In ozone, how many oxygen atoms are there? 3 oxygen atoms are there. Now students, see, every oxygen atom has 6 valence electrons. Agree? 6 valence electrons are there. Now, between these two or any two, there exists a double bond. Okay, agree? Now, if there exists a double bond, it can be here also, no doubt. Okay, I have shown it here. Okay. Now, after formation of this double bond, students, you can understand that 6 plus 2, this completed octet. See to this oxygen, central oxygen. 6 plus 2, this oxygen also completed its octet. But the problem is now with third oxygen. Third oxygen is having how many electrons? 6 are there. You may tell that, madam, join these. Okay, imagine that I have joined electrons like this. Imagine. Okay, then what will happen, student? Of course, 6 plus 2, it will complete its octet. But if I will join like this, central oxygen is losing its octet. See here. 4 plus 4, 8 plus 2, 10. Okay, it is gaining more number of electrons, more than 8. So, though this complete octet, this is losing its octet. So, in ozone, you should never make double bond once again. Only one double bond exists. Okay, now what happens? How the other, or rather, how third oxygen becomes stable? See here now. Now, I will call this as oxygen 1, oxygen 2, and we will call this as oxygen 3. Okay? This second oxygen will donate its 1 electron to third oxygen. What it will do? See here, it will donate its 1 electron to third oxygen. So, students, see, I am removing 1 electron of second oxygen. I am putting that electron here. Understood? This is donating its 1 electron to third oxygen. So, I removed 1 electron, I added it here. Now, as this oxygen is donating 1 electron, but actually it is not even ionic bond or not covalent bond. This is another type of bond which is called as coordinate bond, or it is also called as dative type of bond. How this bond happens? Let us see here. In dative bond, one atom gives its 1 electron for sharing. Other atom accept that electron. But the donor atom do not take anything in return. Okay, so see here correctly. This oxygen has given one electron. So arrow starts from second oxygen towards third oxygen. Second oxygen atom is called as donor atom. Third oxygen atom is called as recipient atom. Arrow starts from donor up to the recipient because second oxygen is not taking from oxygen third. Okay, only one side bond is formed. Sharing is there. Sharing. Anyhow, this electron pair will be shared. So dative bond comes under covalent bond only because finally sharing is there. But this is a little different type of sharing in which one atom is donating one electron but other atom is not giving anything back to second oxygen. Okay, only one will donate to other. One is donor, another is recipient. Instead, donor is not sharing any electron which is given by a recipient. Okay, recipient don't gives, it only receives. Okay, so like this now you can see student 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, this electron is shared. This 7 plus 1, 8. Like this all oxygen atoms will complete their octet. But students, generally, okay, this type of bond which is shown by an arrow, that is called as coordinate bond. See here students, it is called as coordinate bond, or it is also called as dative bond. How can you say what is dative bond or coordinate bond? There is always sharing, so it is one of the covalent bond only. See here, this electron pair is shared only, so it comes under covalent. But only sharing, shared electrons are belonging to only one atom. Okay, other atom do not give any electrons for sharing. Okay, now, but generally in the textbook, how it is given, see, it will be shown like this. Oxygen, this second oxygen is donating, so second oxygen gets plus charge. Third oxygen is accepting, so it will get minus charge. Okay, and no arrow will be shown, and like this structure is shown for ozone. So ozone structure you should draw like this. Understood well? Here double bond, here single bond. One oxygen plus charge, whoever is donating. One oxygen minus charge, whoever is accepting. Okay, let us move towards next structure. Yes friends, let us move towards next molecule. Next molecule we will see NF3. Students, you should also draw all these structures. Once see and draw, afterwards without seeing do practice. NF3 strand. In NF3 strands, see the structure. Now you have to draw NF3. Nitrogen, 7 valence electron, 7 atomic number, 5 valence electron. 5 valence electron, it is in need of 3, so it will share 3. See here. It is sharing 3 with 3 fluorines. Okay. Every fluorine seven and 1 shared with nitrogen. Structure understood students? Nitrogen's 5, every fluorine 7. Fluorine has 7, it is in need of 1, so it will share 1. Let us move towards next structure, carbonate ion. See student properly now, CO3 2 minus, carbonate ion. They will ask you draw Lewis dot structure of carbonate ion. Carbonate ion means you should know that CO3 2 minus is called as carbonate ion. Now student, who in the center? Of course I must put carbon in the center. 3 oxygens carbon's 4 electrons. It is in need of 4, so it will share 4. Now how it will share 4? Within 3 atoms. See here, with 1 oxygen it is sharing 2. With remaining 2, it is sharing 1 electron. You can put these 2 anywhere. Okay, like this. Carbon is sharing its 4 electrons with 3 oxygen atoms. This oxygen very easily you can guess. 6 forms a double bond. Oxygen completed its octet. Now, this oxygen it has its 6. Is it 6 students? This oxygen also has 6. Now, sir, what can you see that this oxygen completed octet, carbon has 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 completed octet, but these 2 oxygens got 6 plus 1, 7. 6 plus 1, 7. These 2 oxygens have not completed their octet. They are having 7 electrons surrounding to them. They are in need of 1. Okay. So these 2 oxygens will accept 1 electron. So I am putting here 1 extra electron and here 1 electron. Now these 2 oxygens have completed their octet. But to complete their octet, how many electrons are accepted? 2 electrons are accepted. And that's why this carbonate, you should put in square bracket and write 2 minus charge. What this 2 minus indicate? 2 minus indicates that this carbonate ion has accepted 2 electrons. Where? These 2 oxygens. Which 2 oxygens? Which are single bondedly attached to central carbon. Okay. So you must put square bracket and charge you should write down like this. Okay. So student, how many total electrons we have written here in carbonate structure? How many total electrons I have shown just here? Carbons 4, every oxygens 6. 6 3s are 18 plus 4, 22. Plus 2 accepted, 24. This is what is written in this rule. If an ion has negative charge, then negative charge is added to total number of electrons. Here total number of electrons, see carbons 4 plus every oxygen 6. 18 plus 4, 22. Plus anions 2 electrons are added. Like this, total I have shown 24 electrons. Understanding rule? Let us move towards next structure, carbon monoxide. Okay. Okay, again little more important type of structure, carbon monoxide. Now student, you try a little bit. Carbon monoxide structure. Carbon has 4 valence electrons, oxygen has 6 valence electrons. You try single bond, you try double bond, try triple bond. How much you try? But both will never complete their octet. One will complete, then another will lose. Always you should try once to draw carbon monoxide structure. Arrange the electrons in such a way that both atoms must complete their octet. Okay? Single bond, double bond, triple bond, see. Now, in always whenever you will try, whatever happens, but both will not complete their octet. In such case, how to do? Now, see here, first calculate total number of valence electrons. So, in carbon monoxide, total valence electrons are how many students? From carbon 4, from oxygen 6. Total electrons are 10. Is it? Now, these 10 electrons are distributed among the atoms. Total electrons are calculated and distributed among the atoms. Here, now I will distribute these 10 electrons, carbon monoxide, I must distribute this 10 electron in such a way that carbon and oxygen both should complete their octet. See here, 5 5 I will give, carbon 5, oxygen 5. Like this you can see very well that a triple bond exists in carbon monoxide. Okay, important and little different type of structure, see properly. Let us move towards next structure, NO2 minus, NO2 minus. Okay. Yes, student. Who in the center? Of course, nitrogen, because repeatedly I am telling you that oxygen is most electronegative element. Electronegative, highly electronegative you should keep outside. Less electronegative should be at the center. And that's why I am keeping nitrogen at the center. And 2 oxygens I will keep aside. Okay. Nitrogen has how many valence electrons? Then students, you know very well, 5 valence electrons. Out of that, 5 I have shown. This oxygen 6. See here. This oxygen completed its octet. But this oxygen's how many electrons I should show, students? See here. I am showing it's also 6 electrons. It has formed a single bond. Now, in this structure, what can you see, student? This is the last Lewis dot structure I am showing you. Again, important one. These are from your solved NCERT problems. Okay. Nitrogen's 5 I have shown. It has shared 3 because it is in need of 3. It has completed its octet. 5, 6, 7, 8. This oxygen also completed octet. The problem is with this oxygen. It's 6 plus 1, 7. This oxygen is having 7 electrons. It is in need of 1 more electron, which it will accept. That electron I am showing here. See here. And this is shown by putting a square bracket and minus charge. Minus charge indicates what, student? Minus charge always indicates that an electron has been accepted. So you must add that electron. Okay. I hope, student, you have understood all Lewis dot structures very well. Make more and more practice. Okay. Once write down in notes, again without saying make practice. See you, student, in next lecture with next topic.